Today we have a Class 9 Fox pulling the Coronation Scot. It's a Bachmann model. The actual engine number is 92211. And in my view, a black loco pulling these looks pretty good. While this 9 Fox is superb, it does struggle on really tight bends. It really does. Radius 2s, it struggles all day long. And I've checked the back-to-backs, they are correct. But on all other track, it's fantastic. If you're a stickler for times and dates, you really are limited to what you can run with these excellent carriages, because they weren't around for long. Here's a nice wide panorama for you, going through the points crossover and around the bend. All subjective, but I think this looks pretty good pulling this. Here comes the 9 Fox. Here we are, the 9 Fox going around the wall loop, and here we're coming up to quite a tight bend onto a radius 2 point, and you can see it just slows down a little bit because it's very, very tight. If I give it a little bit more oomph, just a tad more, there we go, still a realistic speed, and that's a lot better, but it is very, very tight. My 9 Fox, this particular model, even with the back-to-backs set 14.50, they're absolutely spot on. It struggles with the tighter bends. Now there it's fine. It means it's a nice running speed. If I digitalised it and it had 18 volts going through it, then I dare say it would probably just steam its way through there. But yeah, no, it runs fine, that's a nice pace, it's not going too fast. I haven't got to, for want of words, bounce it through But as I've said, this locomotive does not like tight bends, or mine doesn't anyway. Here's a closer up view of it going through the wall loop. And you can see at that pace I'm not going mad, but the ideal speed from my view, how I have been running it, is like this. That's a better speed for me. Heritage railway speed. And you can see just there on that bend into the radius 2 point, it's struggling a little bit, but it is what it is. I have thought, for the want of words, cheating on the back-to-backs, but the problem is you start pulling them in too much, you then get point problems. And it's quite simply because it just finds that track a little bit tight. Let's take it out of there now. Straight through in the background. And you can see over streamline points with nice wide bends, it runs beautifully. Now, if you remember, this loco was struggling on this piece of track at this speed. So what I've done is I've altered the back-to-backs and put them at 14.5 rather than the recommended 14.50. Because here you can see it going on a radius 2 onto a radius 2 set track point. Now, you've got to be careful with back-to-backs, because if you take the back-to-back in to accommodate really tight track, the loco is not going to negotiate points that well. You're going to have a problem. But 14.45 is supposed to be between 14.40 and 14.50. And bear in mind that 1 millimetre is equivalent to 3 inches in the real world. And you can see that this runs an awful lot better even at a slower speed. In fact, that's perfect. So just by tweaking the back-to-backs, not having it spot on because it's got a 210 chassis, you can see over this piece of track it's running, it's not stopping. I'm not having to bounce it or do it slowly or do it quickly, sorry. It's fine. So you can get over these issues, but don't start pulling your wheels in because the loco stops on track, because you're going to end up coming a cropper over points. You've got to be a little bit mindful of what you're doing, and you've got to know what you're doing. So the recommended is between 14.40 and 14.50. 14.50 is a premium setting for the back-to-backs, i.e. the gap between your wheels, the inner circumference, for want of words. And here this is running nice and slowly, it's not stopping like it was before, and you can see there's not an issue. So I've changed the back-to-back from 14.50 to 14.45, and you can see it's done the job. I realise I'm showing this running the Coronation Scot, but this is helpful advice anyway. And here's radius 2 running into a radius 2 set track point. Now if I had the room, I'd put a streamline point here, but I haven't. If I didn't have that piece of track there, I wouldn't have bothered messing with the wheels. I would have left it at 14.50. Thank you. Just let it come through. We'll give a little bit of pace here, get it through. Thank you very much. Okay, here we are coming into the yard loop, or the fiddle yard loop as we call it. And there won't be any tightness or stopping on this. It's a doddle of a piece of track really. Good mixture of points, and I'll tell you what's happening as we're going round. Let's open that. Right, here we're going from a radius 3 to a radius 2 set track point. Easy. Streamline point, radius 4 bend. 2 streamline points way above radius 4. radius 3 into a radius 2 into a streamline point into a radius 3. It's all simple stuff, nice slow speed, easy. But as I said with my 9 Fox, it doesn't like radius 2 into radius 2. I have adjusted it, just taking the wheels in a fraction, and it's made the world of difference. So it does make you realise that these trains aren't, or locomotives aren't like they were in the 70s on Dad's model railway, where the wheels could be inside, outside, zigzag, and they'd run up and down the track. The tolerances, because the locos are a lot more realistic, are a lot more severe. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed seeing the 9 Fox pulling the Coronation Scot. And to finish off, we'll send it out down the track, change the points. There we go. And we'll close the other one off when it comes round again. Straight up the main line. Thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you.